Top 10 Best Places in Germany. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to my channel. 1. Berlin. If you're only ever able to make a single trip to Germany, you'll want to spend at least a few days in Berlin. The country's capital is undoubtedly one of the most dynamic and vibrant cities in Europe, as popular for its superb dining experiences as it is for its shopping and entertainment. Berlin is also considered one of Europe's top cultural destinations, home to numerous excellent art galleries and museums just waiting to be explored, some of the best of which are located on Museum Island, a must-see destination that alone can take days to explore. 2. Munich. The capital of the state of Bavaria and one of Germany's largest cities, Munich owes much of its popularity as a tourism destination to its location on the outer edge of the beautiful Bavarian Alps. Although not one of Germany's oldest cities, its roots can be traced back to a settlement of monks predating its official founding in 1158. Munich has played a major role in shaping the country's cultural and political makeup. The city's rapid growth saw it develop into an important center for arts and trade, as well as a religious center. These days, in fact, no visitor can fail to notice the city's many surviving churches, including Peterskirch, the old inner-city church built during the 1300s, the iconic cathedral, the Frauenkirche, also the city's most recognized building, and the large Renaissance-era Michaelskirche. 3. Medieval Rothenburg. If there's a single travel destination in Germany that encapsulates all that's wonderful about this amazing country, it's the old town of Rothenburg auf der Tauber. Located in the heart of beautiful Bavaria and an easy drive from some major cities such as Frankfurt, Rothenburg, as it's most often called, boasts superb photo opportunities everywhere you look. Located high above the River Tauber, Rothenburg escaped the ravages of war that devastated so many other old medieval towns and cities, and as such has retained the majority of its many authentic medieval buildings in their original form. As a result, stunning old structures, such as the 13th century town hall or Rathaus, remain much as they would have been over the centuries. Equally well-preserved structures include the magnificent Imperial City Museum, set in an old convent, and the historic castle gardens, which remain pretty much unchanged since being established in the 17th century. 4. Cologne. Cologne is another of those wonderful old German cities that has managed to preserve its past for modern generations to enjoy. Originally settled by the Romans, Cologne was for centuries an important religious center and a place of pilgrimage. These days, the best places for visitors to go in Cologne are located in and around the Old Town, home to 12 classic old churches, including the famous Cologne Cathedral. Expect to spend hours exploring this magnificent structure and the surrounding former merchant homes, many of them now bustling with modern trade, including art galleries, boutique shops, and cafes. Cologne's reputation as a center of trade and commerce has never diminished, with visitors drawn to its shopping areas and traditional marketplaces to purchase locally produced goods. From fashion and fragrances to foodstuffs, you haven't lived until you sample some original Cologne-made chocolate, available in many locations around the Old Town. Other fun things to do in Cologne include exploring its ancient Roman remains, magnificent Baroque palaces, and countless museums and art galleries. 5. Koblenz and the Rhine Valley. If you do partake in one of the increasingly popular week-long river cruises down the Rhine, you will at some point find yourself docked in the beautiful city of Koblenz. However you arrive, though, be sure to make your first stop the magnificent Deutsches Eck, or German Corner. It's here you'll witness one of the most incredible natural phenomena in the country, the meeting of the Rhine and Mosel rivers, overlooked by the huge memorial to German unity, an impressive equestrian statue of King Wilhelm I. 6. Baden-Baden and the Black Forest. The delightful town of Baden-Baden is well known as Germany's spa capital. Thanks to its mild climate and hot springs, this charming town in the heart of the popular Black Forest tourist region has for centuries been the go-to destination for the rich and royalty seeking authentic and therapeutic spa town experiences. Nowadays, a visit to what is still regarded as one of the must-visit places to go in Germany is thankfully attainable for all. and every effort should be made by travelers to the country to spend at least a day exploring Baden-Baden. 7. Nuremberg. The attractive medieval Old Town area of Nuremberg, today stands testament not just to the rich cultural traditions that have shaped Germany, but also to the country's modern ingenuity. After near total devastation during World War II, the vast majority of the city's famous medieval architecture, previously untouched for centuries, required rebuilding. And rather than bulldoze and erect less appealing modern structures, the decision was made to rebuild the city's old center exactly as it had been before the war. The results are simply stunning, so much so, in fact, that all but an expert would be hard-pressed to tell that much of what you now see in the Altstadt was, only decades ago, mostly rubble. 8. Frankfurt. Frankfurt has long been one of Germany's most important cities. For centuries an independent city-state, the many old buildings and world-class attractions and fun things to do here make this historic former imperial city a great place to spend a weekend break, or even longer if you're looking for a base from which to explore the surrounding countryside. The city is situated on the River Main, and evidence of its past as an important trading center are easy to spot, especially in the impressive Old Town, Altstadt area. Highlights include wandering the delightful Rummerberg, a well-preserved pedestrian-friendly city square known for its fountain, medieval townhomes, attractive boutique shops and galleries, and excellent cafes and restaurants with al-fresco dining options. The square is also home to historic buildings, including the Old Town Hall, Alts Rathaus, and a number of fine old churches. 9. Hamburg, the gateway to Germany. Those wishing to experience the wonderful hospitality of Germany's northernmost populace would do well to consider visiting the city of Hamburg. The country's second-largest city is set on the estuary of the River Elbe, short distance from the North Sea, a location that has ensured its importance as the country's most important port. From here, shipping routes not only cross the globe, but connect to important inland waterways too. Visit any day of the week, day or night, and you'll witness an endless stream of vessels of all sizes coming and going, including an increasing number of cruise ships dropping sightseers off to explore this modern, dynamic city. 10. Dresden. Thanks to its location just a few miles away from Germany's border with the Czech Republic, the historic city of Dresden makes a great base from which to explore not just the eastern part of the country, but also Eastern Europe too. Situated in a low-lying area of the Upper Elbe Valley, the city was first populated for its fertile lands, beautiful setting, moderate climate, and its access to important European trade routes. After centuries of growth under the old Saxon kings, the vast majority of Dresden's magnificent city center, once known as Germany's jewel box for its fine Rococo and Baroque architecture, was destroyed during bombing in World War II, but in the past few decades has been rebuilt, and now once again stands as one of the country's leading cultural and entertainment hubs. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.